So, with every new update to iOS 26, Apple has gradually added new features in order to get rid of some of the annoyances of iOS 26. Today, I put together a list of options that you can change in order to get rid of some of these annoying issues on your iPhone. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the UI. Obviously, you interact with it every day, you look at your notifications and control your device. So, there's an option that allows you to place borders on the entire UI on your iPhone, whether you love or don't like liquid glass. You can head on over into the accessibilities and settings, and under display and text size, there's this new option called show borders. This option right here, you want to enable this if you want to add those borders around the entire UI. Again, this works with the notifications, the control center, including the dock. So take a look at the dock there. It adds a border around the dock. Also the search option right there around your icons, as I mentioned, control center, and even the clock here on the lock screen do get those borders in order for you to highlight the elements within the OS, even the shortcuts you see there. So let me show you what that looks like without the borders. So this is what that looks like without the borders right there. And this is what it looks like with the borders enabled. And again, the UI just looks a lot nicer in my opinion when you add borders to the UI, and it makes it a lot easier to spot things around the operating system. Next, I want to talk about the camera control button on the iPhone. Now, I don't know about you, but I use this button to quickly launch the camera of my iPhone. Just press and it launches the camera app using camera controls. However, having a single press can sometimes accidentally trigger the camera controls and launching the camera by accident. Rather, I'm reaching in my pocket or in a backpack. So if you want to avoid clicking on that camera controls and launching the camera by accident on your iPhone, you can head on over into settings, go under the camera options, go under the camera controls on the top here, and there's the option for double click. So just so you know, you can now select a double click in order to launch that camera control. So no more accidental camera launches in your pocket. So now double click will launch it, no more accidents. Single press, it won't do anything. So yeah, that is an option that I highly recommend you change in order to get rid of this annoying thing here when you click accidentally on that camera control. Next, I want to talk about the ability to reduce flashing lights, and this is something very useful for me. So if I'm watching a YouTube video, for example, with a lot of flashing transitions and things like that, like this one right here, for example, let me show you how this feature works. So head on over into settings, go under the accessibility options, head on over under motion, and right there it is, flashing lights or dim flashing lights. So if you enable this, take a look at the video above there. It starts dimming those flashing lights there. So if you have issues seeing these types of videos with flashing lights and it strains your eyes, then this will help reduce those flashing lights, something that I definitely recommend everyone to enable, as you can see right there. So yeah, reduce flashing lights, definitely something that you can get rid of that's super annoying when watching videos on iPhone. Now, starting with iOS 26.2 or later, you'll now be able to use your iPhone's display for notification alerts. And let me show you how to do this. Let's head on over into settings under accessibilities. If we scroll down right here under the audio and visual options, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, we have the flash for alerts, as you can see right there. Now, previous options only allow you to use the LED flash, so when you get a notification, the LED flash will notify you. But if your iPhone is facing up, you can now use your actual display or your screen. You see here you have screen, or you have LED flash, or you have the both options. So I'm going to select both here. I'm going to enable it, and then you have these two options here. This one is for your iPhone when it's locked, and this one when in silent mode. I'm going to enable both, and let me send a message to this iPhone here, and let me show you what that looks like. So let's send a message, and you see here, once the message goes through, you see the notification on the lock screen, and you'll be able to see that quick flash on the back and on the front, just like so. So if your iPhone is either facing up or down, you'll be able to see that quick flash, and you'll be able to see the notification from a distance. Again, whether your iPhone is facing down or facing up, you'll be able to take advantage of this new capability of using your iPhone screen as a flash indicator, which is a really nice option to have. Now, let me show you two additional things that you can fix that are super annoying within iOS 26. Number one is full screen preview for screenshots. So if you capture a screenshot, it just stays there forever. You have to go ahead and save it or do whatever. Unlike iOS 18 or previous software, which dismisses the actual screenshot, you can actually go back to that by going into Settings, General, go under Screen Capture, and turn off the full screen preview. Now, when you take a screenshot on your iPhone, it goes to the corner right there. If you want to expand, you can tap and expand and do whatever, but it won't linger there full screen, which is super annoying. Again, with iOS 26, it just stays there. Super annoying until you do whatever it is that you want to do. And last but not least, I want to talk about the lock screen and accidentally launching the camera by swiping to the left. And now, I don't know about you, but I've done this so many times when I put my iPhone down to charge or something. I come back and the camera is launched on the lock screen of my iPhone. So in order to stop this with iOS 26.2 or later, you can head on over into settings on your iPhone, go under your camera settings on your device. So let's head on over to the camera settings here. Scroll all the way to the bottom and there's the new option. So lock screen swipe to open camera. So if you turn this off, you'll no longer be able to actually swipe to the left in order to launch the camera, which I think a lot of you guys have been wanting for quite some time, including myself. Again, you can turn that off right now on your device. And these are going to be a list of things that you can do to prevent a lot of the annoying issues within the iPhone software. If you want another video like this one, make sure to click the like button. Let me know in those comments down below. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.